Just stop.
Star Trek is just...
It's too painful to listen to.
It's gotten...
Because that's what's going to happen.
It's gotten so... I can throw the most insane, asinine things out there, and there's a 50% chance that I was right. Bonus topic of the day, we're talking about Star Trek.
Star Trek. Star
Trek universe. TV head Alex Kurtzman says line between movies and television is gone.
Yeah. So I thought that was, that comment caught my eye because, the reason why he's saying this is because without going into like a history lesson, Paramount and CBS used to be two different organizations, and now they're essentially fused, right?
Right.
So, yeah, they're owned by the same company.
They remerged.
They're remerged, right? So they're owned by the same company, and now that they've remerged, I believe Alex Kurtzman doesn't say this if that doesn't happen. Now that you see you notice how the CBS All Access doesn't exist anymore. Now it's Paramount Plus.
Yeah, it's Paramount Plus. But by the way, okay, so I get it. It's probably a slightly better name, but is it that much better of a name?
No,
not really, right? So
you know why they did it? Because Paramount Plus reminds you of movies. And when people do streaming, they're thinking about, they want that big, thing about movies. They should have called it Paramount CBS. That's what they should have called it.
Yeah.
Because CBS is branded.
When you get CBS All Access, you're getting Channel 2.
Right. It would have been cool to just call it, they should have just called it Viacom CBS. Or I'm sorry, Paramount CBS.
Yeah, whatever it is. I mean, it was not very clear because I have CBS All Access or now Paramount Plus. When I booted up the app, it was like, you gotta log in. I'm like, oh, weird, I gotta log in again. So I'm gonna go log in and it was like, your information's not correct. Oh, okay. And I ended up having to go on the internet and find out why it wasn't correct. And the website on a regular browser redirects you to Paramount Plus to set up an account there and get it going. But on like Roku and my smart TVs, doesn't do that. It just says, hey, information's not correct. Good luck, dude. And it doesn't.
Right.
So they just updated the app. They just straight up updated the app, called it Paramount Plus, but they didn't update like the database or whatever. So I don't know. It's a mess, dude.
A little bit of craziness there. So the bottom line is that Kurtzman is saying basically that this is the way he sees it going forward. I mean, there's already so much mess about the movies, but I think what he's saying is that I'll tell you exactly what he says. I think vertical alignment has made it so that it's impossible not to accept the reality that the line between movies and television is gone. It doesn't mean that you can't have a feature that is separate from television, but if they aren't connected in some way, then you're basically running two universes parallel as opposed to interconnected. And I think that those messages could potentially cancel each other out. Let me just tell you that is complete and utter bullshit.
Yeah.
So obviously, you don't have to have Star Trek, whether it was the original series or whether it was Next Generation. I mean, they had elements from their shows, but they were not connected. Now, what Kurtzman is saying here is that because Marvel did this whole thing with the movies and then did their TV show, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., right? Yeah. He's saying that, and because they wove some storylines in and out, he's basically saying that that's the only way that you can do things now.
Yeah, but I call BS because maybe Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was following the Marvel MCU playbook.
Yeah.
But, bro, MCU never even acknowledged the fact that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. existed.
I know. Well, true. Yeah, you're right.
Like, they didn't. It would probably bring up way too much. Like, what? Agent Coulson's still alive? How's that work? So what? In fact, this is how bad it was. The people making the movies wouldn't even tell the people making the TV show what the movie's going to be about so they can write it properly. The people making the TV show had to guess the same way we guess as, like, YouTubers.
Right.
So there was entire storylines where they purposely, like, made it like, well, it's probably going to be something with this. So.
Well, so what's worrisome about this is that if you look at this from a certain perspective, Kurtzman is basically signaling that the upcoming movie that is planned to be, that is definitely being worked on for Star Trek, is going to tie to something that Star Trek is working on now.
Ugh.
That's what he just said. This is the Star Trek master now. Alex Kurtzman is in charge.
Kevin Feige.
He is the Kevin well, I don't know if that's the case.
Kevin Feige of Star Trek?
No, he is let's see. Alex Kurtzman, his official title now is he's heading up Viacom CBS efforts to build out the Star Trek universe on TV.
Right. So
on TV.
Master of Trek.
But he's Master of Trek. But he's basically saying that, I mean, he was involved in the script to some degree that was being written for the movie previously. So he's obviously involved in the process. So by him saying this, it's like basically saying that the movie is going to somehow touch what's happening in Trek now. Is it Discovery? Is it Picard? It's got to be one of those two, right?
Right. So he's basically a Star Trek Dungeon Master. Got it.
Right, but what I'm saying, I don't care about what his role is. What I'm trying to tell you.
So the movies are going to follow his projects.
Well, what he's saying is whether it follows his, because he's not the one doing the movie. It's not him. It's JJ.
Right.
So what he's basically saying is he's hinting to the fact that he knows that they're going to be connected in some way. That's it.
Imagine JJ. So, Kurtzman used to work for him, and now he's making this. He's gonna make this Star Trek movie, and he's gonna have to listen to Kurtzman.
Well, no, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think that's the case. I mean, JJ's not going to listen to anybody, as far as I'm concerned.
He doesn't. He does.
He does his own thing. But the reality is that Kurtzman and Abrams are connected. Kurtzman wrote the first Star Trek reboot movie. So, I mean, it's not. I'm just trying to say, I'm giving everybody a warning because nobody's mentioned this yet. This article came out. The movie's coming. He is aware of what's going on in that whole thing. So what he's saying is what's the exact words here?
I think vertical alignment has made it so that it's impossible to accept the reality that the line between movies and television is gone.
Boom, that's it. Don't even read anymore. The line between movies and television is gone. That wasn't the case for the first 3 rebooted movies.
No.
So he's saying this from some place of knowledge, some place of understanding. He wouldn't be saying this if he didn't know what was coming.
Right.
So guess what, guys? We don't know if it's Picard. We don't know if it's Discovery. We don't know. But all we know is something's gonna connect.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you what it is. Burnham is going to join the Fast and Furious universe, and she's going to go back in time with the Red Angel suit.
Just knock it off.
She's going to take Vin Diesel from the past to come fight Gorn, the army of Gorn that are invading Earth in the future, but not Picard future, but like the original series future. But then Picard is going to get wind of it he's going to join, and it's going to be like this, Avengers
Avengers, yes,
with Vin Diesel and Michael Burnham and Android Picard and
nice
and Lore but not Lore, that guy. And he's gonna join them, and they're gonna have to fight the army of Android Gorn. Called it here, bro. Boom, called it.
I know a lot of people didn't like the reboots. I liked them. I liked the actors a lot. I enjoyed them. They were entertaining, and I would be okay with more of that. I just don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if the world's ready for the next Star Trek movie. And I'm not saying this is the case. I don't, for it to be, Burnham's movie. I don't think that's where they would go. I just can't imagine that's what they would do.
No, it's going to be about Romulan refugees. Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's possible.
They're going to want to come to Earth. Okay.
You know what? Just stop. I don't want to go further on that one because I know what you're going to say.
The Borg are going to be like, wait a minute, before the Romulan refugees can come to Earth, we need our rights as sentient humanoids. And
please don't talk anymore. Just stop.
Star Trek is just...
It's too painful to listen to.
Because
that's what's going to happen.
It's gotten so... I can throw the most insane, asinine things out there, and there's a 50% chance that I was right. That's where we're at right now.
Watching Picard season 2 for my actors. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Okay. That's it. We're done.
That's it? We finished?
That's it. Finito. Thank you for your support. Please stick around. And if you don't like what we're doing, if you want more, if you want less, you want Shane to shave his head, boom, you let us know. I will make that happen.
No, you won't.
I'll make it happen.
I've done that before. It's not good.
And if you are not one of the proud members, and you might be watching this on one of the bits on the Unleashed channel, then what are you doing? This ain't free, man. Go get to the members section.
No, it's really free.
No, it's free. It's free, actually. But please subscribe, like, and all that jazz.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next Friday, right, Shane?
Yes, sir. Let's do it again.
Woo! Next Friday, boys. Mahalo.
See you guys later. Have a good weekend.
Thanks for watching. To see the full conversation, become a member of the Popcast family. Use the link in the description below or go to our channel and click the join button. Select your tier, and we'll see you at the next show.